Hi, everyone. Hope you can hear us and see us. If someone can confirm that connections are fine and you can see four of us. So here is Kevin Sutter, Ivar Grimstad, Shabnam Mayel, and myself, Tanja. So today we're providing another update call for the community, and as always, it's super cool to see you all. So let me just quickly share my screen, and my understanding is that now we can have more than 4 shared screens. So let's just quickly see if that's the case. It is the case.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. So in the agenda today is a little welcome as always, and then we'll hear from Kevin Sutter, who will share some, I think, exciting news about Jakarta E9, and then we'll come back to Ivar Shabnam, and myself with some a little bit of news and to let you know what's going on. And then we'll have plenty of time for any questions or comments from the community. So, without stretching it any further, Kevin, do you want to take it over?
Sure.
And share your screen.
Let's see. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm not getting any feedback.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was just on mute.
Okay, thank you. Because I got a notification that I didn't have any camera or microphone. Okay, so can I get confirmation that you can see the charts?
No.
You cannot.
Nope.
Can you see it when it's in this mode?
Nope.
Oh, Crowdcast drives me nuts.
Okay, if you just drop your slides wherever, or give me the link. I can share it on my end.
I'm sorry, I just had it local in a PowerPoint.
Oh, okay.
But I'm supposedly sharing the whole screen.
So there was some kind of issue that is it what was it, Ivar? There was something that IBM uses and others don't. Can you remind me? Do you recall anything?
No, it's something with showing full screen from PowerPoint.
Yeah, but you're not seeing.
But we don't see anything. So
okay.
Let me see if I can share mine and see that it's not a platform thingy. I'll just share my entire screen. See.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's PowerPoint, maybe, because we usually. But this is just.
Hang in there with us. Hey, Cesar.
Let me just try something else here.
Yeah. You can try to share the application window and not the entire screen, or vice versa. I don't know.
Okay, so I just tried sharing my other screen, and that's not showing up either.
No.
Nope. So let's see. Hey, Matthews, look at all the regions joining in.
Yeah.
So we're just about to start. We're trying to figure out why Kevin cannot share his screen.
Let me see if I can share mine.
Yeah, if you can drop anything. Oh, something's coming up.
No, that's mine, I think. I just wanted to test. Do you see mine?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
No issues. But I'm wondering, Kevin, if you can drop the slides or in the folder, community folder, and I can share it from there.
Okay, and the community.
I'll share the link to the community folder.
Yeah, I already put it in your in the Slack
Yeah.
link.
So what if
In the meanwhile,
while you figure out where to put the slides and stuff, I'll just do the tooling stuff. It's 5 minutes, so we don't have any.
Yep.
That's great.
Like
Thank
to
you.
stress about it. So I'll share my screen here. So what I wanted to show is, since we're in Jakarta EE and Eclipse Foundation, I want to show some IntelliJ. So and what I want to show here is the Jakarta EE support that they have added in their IDE, the latest version. So you see I'm running the 2020 2.1 of IntelliJ. So if you have that version, you will have this support. If you have a older version, then just upgrade and you will get this. So what I'm going to do is just click on the new project, and you get the dialog up here, and you can choose between everything here. And you see here, you can see the sailing ship. So you have Java Enterprise with the Jakarta logo here. So just select Java like this, and go next, and you can see here you have Java E8, but you also have Jakarta E9. So you can actually start a project now with Jakarta E9, and it is the release candidates of the platform and the milestones and of the various specs. And not all of them are here, but you can see some of them are, and even some implementations here and there. So you already have the support of the IDE to create your project. And that's pretty neat. So when it sets up your project for you, and as you can see, you have the correct Jakarta Maven coordinates here. I'll beef up the font a little. Oh, sorry. There you go. So. And as you know, it's the latest version is not RC1, it's the RC2. So you can just change this one. So you can see it's fairly easy to get started with a Jakarta 9 project, because the IDE already have the support for you. So that's all you need to get started with Jakarta 9 is to add this dependency in your POM, and you're good to go. So I think it's pretty cool that they've already added the support in the IDE, even if it's a release candidate. And yeah, that's more or less what I wanted to show. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the other IDEs are working on the same thing as well. So I know the Eclipse IDE folks are working on it, and NetBeans is on the way as well. So all the major IDEs will have support for Jakarta E9 when it's launched.
So if you heard about any other tools or platforms that are supporting Jakarta E9 or working on it, please do get in touch and let us know. Or request for your favorite tools or platforms to support Jakarta E. Okay, so I think we can try, now that I have access to the slides, we can try sharing my screen and have Kevin direct me. Is this visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So is this only?
So
I can see
this
multiple
is.
charts at the same time.
Is this better now?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. So sorry about the mix-up at the beginning. We're gonna have to figure out why I can't display anything. I continued to try while Ivar was talking, and I didn't make any progress. So okay, so I'd like to start off, every update with just a little bit of background, because I don't know where everybody's at with Jakarta EE. In this way, by providing the links, and the presentation now is out in the community folder. But by providing these links, then you can go out and take a look and kind of get up to date. So I'm not going to go through the release plan again, but at least this chart is here to explain what we are trying to do with Jakarta EE9 and some of the, challenges and, changes that we've done along the way as we continue to work through Jakarta EE9, and some of the challenges and what, like as an example, one thing that we did earlier this summer is decide that Java SE8 was going to be the initial certification. Originally, we were going to do Java SE11. And as we continued down that path, we hit a few hurdles along the way, and it caused more angst for the TCK run and for the compatible implementation. And so we decided to back off on that, and we said, nope, Java SE8 is going to be the first one. And then we will move forward with Java SE11 immediately afterwards. So we are making changes as we go. We are, I hate to use the term, but we are being very agile with our development processes. And as things come up and we discuss them and we figure out, what's the right way to go forward, then we change course a little bit. And so that's why things modified a little bit as we go along with Jakarta E9. Okay, so next chart. Tanja, there you go. Thank you. Okay, so the next few charts, I'm actually going to go over how we track the progress of Jakarta EE9. We actually have several different ways of looking at the data. And two of them are kind of automated through the project board and through GitHub milestones. So this project board, and if I would have had, access to this, I would have done it live to walk through this. But the link is here on this chart. And so after this discussion, you can go out and take a look at the project board. The main thing I want to point out, are you going to try to go live for me too? Wow.
I'm good, Kevin.
Yes. Okay, so just move over a little bit to show milestone 1 ready on the left-hand side. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is where the milestone 1 ready, this identifies the specifications that were ready for milestone 1, but haven't moved into the final stages yet for the final release. So you can see that we have a handful of them still needing some work. Concurrency, connectors, JSP, faces, JSF, and JSTL. So not a lot of them, but there's a few of them that still need to be moved over. Once we get the draft PRs in place, then we've got the next 3 columns that kind of show the current state. So we've got the specification API docs, the draft PRs. So this is where all the work is being done. And as those are nearing completion and they've been through vetting and the mentoring has helped, then they move in and they say, okay, now the ballot's going to start. So that's the next column. The PRs are complete and the ballot has started. So now the ballot is where all of the different vendors and members of the specification committee are doing their public voting on each of these specification PRs. Once we have a 2-week period for that voting, and once that vote passes, then we can move them into the final column that says, yep, these are ratified. And you can see that we've already have several ratified final specifications. So you can see the progress as we're going. We've got the majority of them in that 3rd column from the right that shows that most of them are in a state of work. But you can see that we have several that are actively being voted on, and then a few of them that are completed. So we are making progress. Okay, yeah, go back to the charts, and next chart, please. Okay, so the other way that we look at the data is through a GitHub milestone. So again, this is kind of automated through GitHub. If you can click on that one, great. Takes a little bit for it to refresh. Okay, so I actually use this type of viewing of the data quite often. Since I'm the release lead for Jakarta E9, I am constantly looking at all of these different specifications and seeing if there's questions that are being posted for me. I don't mentor all of them. We kind of divided up the mentoring across the whole specification committee, but I do look at all of them because sometimes questions come up and I try to help out with trying to, get more progress going with each of these specifications. So I use this view a lot, but it may not be for everybody. And that's what we're finding is that depending on the usage of the schedule and the progress, people look at things differently and they need different views. So if we go back to the charts again, and the next chart, this is what I kind of call the old-fashioned spreadsheet. So there's a lot of the specification committee in particular, they like spreadsheets. So we ended up developing this spreadsheet that, is kind of a quick view of all of the specifications. Who are the mentors? So from the spec committee, who are the mentors that are supposed to be helping these specifications get across the finish line? What is the current status of it? Have we started a ballot? Are we close to doing a ballot? Is it in ballot or have we completed the ballot? And then once a ballot starts, we want to track the dates because everybody on the spec committee needs to vote for all of these. So we kind of need to know what work needs to be done. And if there's anything that is kind of outstanding or we need to follow up on, we're making notes in that column G. So if there's something that we need to send out reminder notes, if we're waiting for some TCK results, if we're waiting for compatible implementation, we're just making notes there. So as a spec committee, we can help guide all of these along. And then of course, we've got a link to the PR. So it's another location where we have links back to the PRs that we're tracking via the milestone and the project board. Okay, and then I guess someone just added a nice little chart on the right. That wasn't there yesterday. So I bet
it was.
I'm the one.
Yeah. Ivar is guilty and it was there yesterday.
Okay, I didn't notice it yesterday then. Okay, I figured it was Ivar. So this is just
but I'm not responsible for the colors though.
Okay, so there's just a quick visual view of where we are at with the various ballots. Okay, back to the charts again, please. Okay, so this is the big news that I think Tanja was hinting at. And so we've been kind of struggling with, what the right date is. And I know there's been some notes on this already because I sent out an update yesterday. And, originally back fall of 2019, we had said, okay, well, maybe June is doable. And, we kind of figured out that June was not going to be doable for a final release. So we came out with a milestone release in June. When we finished that milestone release, then we had a better view as to where we were at. And we determined that, we still have a lot of work to do after this milestone, and September is not really going to be doable, but we didn't have enough data yet to figure out a new date. So we were kind of in limbo for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month or so. And now, just this week, kind of all the data came together. I was showing you the status of where we were at with the specification PRs. We've got several in ballot. We have a few of them that are done, and we feel that the train is moving and things are looking better. So we kind of did this in conjunction with the steering committee and the marketing committee, and of course all the development input from where we were at with the PRs. And we came up with a new date that everybody feels very confident that we can meet this year, and that's November 20th. And this is when everything would be complete from a Jakarta EE9 perspective. So all the specifications, all the APIs, all the TCKs, compatible implementations, they would all be ready by November 20th. And then this kind of leads into the marketing committee has defined Jakarta 1 live stream, and I don't, not trying to steal their thunder, I'm just trying to show the correlation. And they're having one coming on December 8th. And so then this would feed the Jakarta E9 completion in late November would feed right into December 8th. And we could have a big announcement on that live stream. So I'm sure there's going to be more information coming about that live stream and trying to get speakers and stuff lined up for that. But this just kind of giving you a head start of what's coming. Okay, next chart. And then, always with these type of updates, we like to, point out how you can help. One of the things that is new on this chart this time is the third one down under mailing lists. If you want to follow all of the ballots, they are done on a public mailing list. So it's a jakarta.ee-spec. And this is a public mailing list that you can follow, you can help review, and you can put in your own comments and voting. All of that would be appreciated. Now, granted, only the members of the spec committee, only those votes are counted in the final tally to see whether or not we pass. But if there's additional input from other participants, that could sway some of the final votes. And that has happened in the past as well. So if you're interested, please take a look at all of the specifications that are coming up for a vote and provide your input. And I think that's about it. I think the next chart just says backup.
Okay.
Yep. So there are a couple more charts that go into other things that you can look at for the specifications and TCKs, but that's not necessary for this discussion. So thank you, Tanja, for
you're very welcome.
doing my charts. And
I'm sorry you had problems. We'll have to just take it offline and figure out what's going on there.
Yep.
Okay. So any questions for Kevin? Kevin is doing particularly well with hard questions. So if there are any. Okay. So Kevin, you're more than welcome to hang out with us a little bit more on the screen, or feel free to drop off if you're busy with the other things.
I'll stay on.
Okay, great. And then we'll just provide a quick update. So Ivar and Shabnam and I will just kind of wanted to let you know of other activities that are happening, or observations, our observations of what's going on with Jakarta E. So I don't, let me see, here is the set of slides. So Ivar, we'll talk, Ivar already started to talk about the tools vendors that support already Jakarta E, and gave you hints that what is in works. We'll talk about some of the future events, and again, as always, and with everyone within Jakarta E, we want you to connect with us. So talk to us, be involved, and let us know how are we doing. So Ivar, did you want to mention Gelastic quickly as well?
Yeah, I can mention it. Gelastic is our new member in the working group, and they have support for Jakarta E9 in their cloud offering as well. So I don't have a demo to show them, but it's definitely a product to take a look at.
That's something to look forward in some of the future calls or talks. So, anyways, so that's the big news on the, now having tools supporting Jakarta E. And then you can also tell about the exciting upcoming Jakarta Tech Talk.
Yeah, and also Kevin had a question there, whether if I know if IntelliJ implemented the Jakarta support with it's a language server, isn't it?
Yes.
But I don't know how they implemented it. So, but I know there is work ongoing with IBM is involved with the Eclipse IDE to create a language server there, I think.
Yes, and we have a. It's actually, we're working with some university students to try and get that developed as an open source project. And so I was just curious if you knew how IntelliJ implemented their support or not.
Yeah, that's interesting, and especially if we can have a open source language server project by students, and all the IDEs can use it. So.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So my upcoming tech talk is on Wednesday next week, and I'll be talking about MVC. It's a specification that has been going on for a long time, and I thought it was time to bring it up here again. So what I'll do is to tell the story about MVC and where we're at now. We're actually pretty close to creating our first release under Jakarta E. So I'll demo some stuff there and show where we're going at.
And I would like to invite anyone in the community who is interested to present at the Talk series. Please let me know, because and I know it's the season of conferences and many virtual conferences. So if you have a talk in mind and a date in mind, please get in touch and let us know. I would love to have your talk considered for Tech Talks. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong window. Okay. Ivar, that's anything else? Or we can just dive into the live stream. So I'll cover this one. So the live stream program is growing. You can see what's going on jakarta1.org. Right now, we just completed the Jakarta One live stream Brazil. It was extremely successful. We had over, I think around 330 people registered and attending live or watching the recordings. So it was definitely a success. We had about 15 different speakers in different capacity. And a lot of support from Sue Java with regards to this event. So again, what we're trying to do is just not organize events in English, but bring Jakarta to local communities in local languages. If there is interest to organize a live stream event, a virtual conference live stream event in your community, in your local language, please get in touch with us, and we will be happy to guide you to the process and enable you to organize one yourself. The next one is Jakarta One live stream Spanish. So for Spanish speaking population, it is going to happen on October 12th. And that's still in works. So as Kevin hinted earlier, Jakarta One live stream that is going to that is going to be in English and will be celebration of yet another release of Jakarta EE. Jakarta E9 will happen on December 8th. Reminder that call for paper at this point are still open till September 15th. I think today, a little bit later, marketing committee will review if we should extend this date for a little bit longer. So stay tuned for that. But at this point, we are targeting to close on September 15th. By the way, I don't see now the main screen. So if there are any questions or comments, please interrupt me. I can only see my slides right now because I'm presenting. Just a reminder for everyone, EclipseCon is just around the corner. It's, we're thrilled this year that we have huge interest about the conference. And the registration numbers simply look fantastic. So if you didn't have a chance, please click on one of those links. And find out details and register for the event. Of course, we have the Community Day as well. Community Day this time around, I mean, there are different aspects of Community Day that we're covering. We here in Jakarta are definitely interested in more cloud native aspect, Java aspect, and this time around we involved and seeked out for help of the Jakarta ambassadors. So Raza Rahman is helping organizing the community and preparing Community Day for the community. And so it's an event that is organized by community for community. So please register for that as well. I'm trying to provide all the links. And let me see. Shabnam, do you want to cover J4k Conference and what we're preparing for that one?
Right, sure. So we are going to have a virtual community booth at J4k Conference, which is going to be on October 13 and 14. Booth hours are going to be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And we are planning to host a public steering committee call at the virtual booth. It's going to be on October 13th at from 1 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to basically post the links for registrations for that call into the community call. So stay tuned, and we are going to promote that as well. And also we're planning to host the next Jakarta update call, which is going to be on October 14th. The same time, 11 a.m. And we are also going to include the Crowdcast link into the community calendar, so watch for that. And then we will have the rest of the hours, we're going to have community experts that are going to do some short talks, demos, Q&A sessions at the virtual booth on 13th and 14th. So please join if you're interested. You can have some connections, talk to the people, and basically it would be great if you can join. So that's for the J4k conference. Tanja, if you can go to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any questions? So there are many ways that you can connect with us. You can join our mailing list. You can, if you have any news or any upcoming events that are related to Jakarta EE, check out those links. Our web dev has recently made it easier so that the community can just go to our news group. And then, if you click on here, you can submit your events. And then the next link, you can just submit your community-related news. Just submit the details, and then our team will review, and it'll be published on the homepage of Jakarta EE.
Oops, I need to sign up.
Yeah.
Or sign in, brother.
Yeah, to be able to submit it.
Okay.
So you just put your details and then a description of what is the community news that you're trying to share, and submit it, and then we'll review and it will be published on the homepage of Jakarta. And then you can, of course, create pull requests, issues, you can join our Slack channels, you can publish blogs, and then you can join our TikToks. If you want to participate as a speaker also, as Tanja mentioned, you can sign up for the sheet. And then the next slide. And then here is the list of the community/project mailing links. Check this out if you're interested in any of the projects and you want to get involved, or you want to hear about the news and updates for any of these projects in this mailing list. Be sure to subscribe to this and encourage others, and share this link with others to encourage them to sign up. Next, please. And yeah, we recently launched the Jakarta EE YouTube channel, so we need your support. Please subscribe to the channel if you're interested to hear about any events related to Jakarta EE, or any of the TikToks, the replay of the community update calls. You can find those, all of them here. If there are any Jakarta EE related talks from the community, you can also check the playlists out and then watch them. So be sure to subscribe to this channel.
Okay, so that's pretty much everything that we had for today. So, I'm looking at the comments and questions here. Yeah, Thiago, I'm super happy that you enjoyed the Brazil live stream. But if there are any questions, anything we can answer for you today, or any topics that we should further research and get back to you a little bit later on, please do let us know. We would love to hear from you. I want to, as always, thank Kevin for providing the updates. And I think we're kind of getting to a crunch time, so we will be hearing from Kevin hopefully again. And then with regards to the steering committee public meeting that we're going to have on the 13th. If there are any questions or any topics that you would like to have answered, please get in touch. We would love to, have those prepared for you and get the steering committee ready for that presentation or the public meeting and questions that you would like to get answered. If there are no questions or comments, then we'll just close the meeting and we'll talk to you again on October 14th, I believe. So we switched this meeting for on Thursday, but regularly our meetings are on Wednesday. So in October, we're going back to Wednesday at 11 a.m. We had to, just because of some internal conflicts. We'll talk to you again on October 14th, and we're looking forward to hearing from you if you have anything via email or any other way. So thank you so much. And I'll close the call then.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hey, Aryan, while we have you here, please get in touch with us. I'm looking for you, Aryan. Okay, great. You did. Great. Okay, talk to you everyone later. Bye for now.